Number 21, getting ready. Two rivals set to square off and leave it all on the field. It's the Cincinnati Reds taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. First pitch coming your way next. And on the mound today, number 21. Chris, his strikeout rate this year among the best all time.
He's truly one of the elite strikeout pitchers in the league. I mean, strikeouts per 9 off the chart. So the opposing team, they know they have their work cut out for them anytime they're facing this guy or a guy like this that's going to get the swings and misses. Pretty much in a class of his own when it comes to that category.
And we're underway from St. Louis.
First pitch, 115.
Swings through that one for strike 2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. 0-2 now. Got him. One out in the top of the first.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age. Sometimes too much information. But the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating. That's really good pitching right there. And it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate the game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Sal Stewart in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Swing and a bouncer. Gorman throws on to first. Third out. Now the Cardinals will see what they can do. There's no score. You're watching St. Louis Cardinals baseball on the show Midwest. Back here at Busch Stadium. Second inning set to go. So the St. Louis Cardinals are hovering around .500 about a third of the way into this season. Singy, they're doing okay, but I think we expected more out of them.
Yeah, I thought they'd be a little higher up in the standings than they've been so far. They're not out of anything yet, but they haven't done anything to separate themselves. They've got some work to do before the All-Star break to put themselves in a good position if they're going to contend down the stretch.
In now for the Reds, Rhys Hines.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
This ball's chopped on the ground. Gorman sends it across to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. 2 outs, base is empty. Joe Mack, the next to hit for the Reds. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. Gonna have to regroup here.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. 2 down, nobody on. Got it. And that'll do it. Nobody left for Cincinnati. They trail it here 3-0. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Late that time, and it's strike 2. Fights it off. He'll see another. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. High fly ball down the left field line. Scott going back, but it bounces off his glove. And that's a foul ball. The 0-2. Got him looking for the K. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
On the ground to first, but it kicks foul. Fastball for a strike. Swings and misses. And he strikes out the side in the 3rd. 9 straight retired here to start the game. This is Cardinals baseball. Number 21 back on the mound to face the heart of the order, singing.
Yeah, and this is where you got to sharpen your focus, Boog. No freebies. Make quality pitches and trust your plan.
Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next for Cincinnati.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
I think we might have a balk here. And yep, umpire Eric Summersgill making the call from behind the plate. Handles, throws to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
On the ground, a dive, he's got it from his knees. The throw, run scores, but a terrific play to get the out.
Well, that ball off the bat ticketed for the outfield and a base hit for the hitter, but just taken away by the diving stop. Nice job.
Marte in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across. Top half of inning number 4. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Swing and a ground ball, and it goes foul. Just foul. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. 2 down, nobody on. Got him swinging for the K. Picks up strikeout number 7. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Cardinals 3 and the Reds 1. It's an NL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
Well, these Reds just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just 1 base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for him yet.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Here's the Reds catcher, Joe Matt.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
The Cards leading by 2, and we're at the top of the 5th. Stays alive. In the air to left center. Scott on his way over. He's got it. And a couple of quick outs.
Up next for Cincinnati, the right fielder, number 12, Austin.
So digging in, Austin Hendrick. He's 0 for 1.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
2 down, nobody on. Sets him down looking. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. Reds down in order. Score hold. Back here in St. Louis, start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Maximo Acosta. Ground ball right side. And foul ball.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, They'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is, here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it and you swing over the top, and that's why they call it a split finger fastball, because it looks like a four-seamer.
Now the left fielder, Taylor Ward.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Hit on the ground to short. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. It's the Cardinals 3 and the Reds 1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Ryan Fernandez. Hasn't pitched in the last 3 days. Number 21 with 9 punch-outs in 6 innings against just 1 earned run.
Went out there and gave him a good shot in this one, Boog, and he can be proud of that. I'm sure his teammates appreciated how much he did to help get them this W.
There's no waiting. Pick a piece up off the floor. What is lost is never found. When your lover comes around, I'm on fire, baby. Please me too. Burn your house down just for you.
Number 21 with a blend of raw talent and poise, quickly becoming a player to watch this season. It's the St. Louis Cardinals and the Milwaukee Brewers. First pitch coming your way next. Number 21 has the ball to start this one.
Yeah, and the mission's clear. Get ahead and get in rhythm. Put in work early in the count, and suddenly the whole mound feels a little bit bigger.
On the ground right side. Burleson takes it to the bag. One pitch and one out.
Batting second, the catcher.
And now it's William Contreras. Contreras with another scorching run of play lately.
from a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it. Dominating strikeout there on just 3 pitches, and that's what a good power pitcher can do to you. If he's hitting his spots, filling up the strike zone, sometimes he bats over before it really begins.
This is Bryce Terang.
Ball. Ball.
Two down, nobody on. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Here's a 2-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. We played an inning. No score. Back here at American Family Field, we head to the bottom of the second. Jason Dominguez up now for the Brewers. And that one fouled off. Dominguez launched a homer in his most recent game. Swing and a ball lifted left field. One up, one down. Now the left fielder, Jackson Chourio. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Second inning here, no score. Comebacker to the mound. To first, already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
Not shortstop, David.
So up next, David Hamilton.
Really strong hitting performance recently. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak.
2 down, nobody on. And a foul ball. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here in Milwaukee, bottom of the inning. And Vaughn up now for the Brewers.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
Fights it off. He'll see another. The 0-2.
That's a ball.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Next for Milwaukee, Alex Freeland. On the ground, and it goes just foul. Freeland matched a homer in his last game. Out towards right center field, on his way over, flashes the leather on the run and catch, and there are 2 outs. Blake Perkins getting ready to hit.
Number 60, Perkins.
Oh, yeah.
And that drops in for a strike. That one 95 to finish him off. 9 straight retired here. Back here at American Family Field. Bottom four, South Freeland. Up now for the Brewers.
Freeland.
Swings through that one for strike two. Stays alive. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And they'll do it again. Good job to fight that one off. And the 0-2. Line drive, base hit. So he gets a hit after a long battle with the pitcher. William Contreras, the next to hit. That one's in there. It's 0-1.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Time called during the pitch. And it looks like a balk has been called here. Man at second. And a base hit on the line. Coming around third is Freeland. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single. It's 10-1. Number 21 needs to limit the damage here, Singy.
The scoreboard changed, but the inning's not over. He's got to lock it down before it unravels.
Tap foul at the plate. Here comes the 0-1.
That's the ball.
Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
First and second and nobody out. And now the DH, Jason Dominguez. He's 0 for 1. That one close, ruled the ball. And that is ball one.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
First and second, no outs. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. That one missed. And that's a strikeout looking.
frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Choria in the box now. Takes strike one.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue finish off this hitter.
Now there's a bullet down the line. And foul ball.
Just couldn't keep it fair down that right field line. And with his speed, if that's a fair ball, it's 2, maybe 3 bases.
Battling here as he fouls it away. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
The batter, number 6. Shortstop,
Here's the shortstop at the plate, David Hamilton. His first at bat was a strikeout. Swinging a foul out of play. 2 on, 2 outs. And that's in there at the knees. In the air, right field. And that is that. 1 run in the inning, but they lead 2. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Redbirds 10 and the Brewers 1. It's an NL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th and taking over on the mound, Chris Roycroft. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Number 21 with some decent work and a shorter start.
I liked what we saw from him in this start, Boo. He competed, didn't fall apart at the seams, and made sure his teammates could finish the job and get the win. Nice start.
Ay, ay, los pongo a bailar la pelúa. El que no baile que lo despelucan. No me cuquen, lean los números pa' que se eduquen. Yo no hago canciones, hago himnos pa' que no caduquen. En este género yo fui un Hadouken. Ey, y se extinguieron como los dinosaurs. Antes que me apague se apague.
Number 21 getting ready for this one. High hopes for this pitching phenom. Does he have another dominant performance in him today? Number 21 on the hill for what could be a statement game. Let's see if he brings that edge early.
Well, there's no easing into this one, Boo. This lineup is ready, and he has to match that intensity from pitch 1.
Yeah!
Here's a high chopper. Tosses to first. 1 gone, bottom half of the first. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. 2 for 9 so far in the series. O'Hearn working through some struggles lately. Hard hit left side. Handles, throws to first, and the home first moving along quickly today. 2 gone. 2 down, bases empty. Danny Jansen to hit here. That one fouled off. And a big swing and a miss.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Outside corner, got him looking. We played an inning, no score. Bottom of the second. Here's O'Neal Cruz. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Ball.
Down the line, it's a base hit. And aboard on the leadoff single. Here's Josh Young. And first offering is fouled off.
Ball.
This one in the air right field, and that is foul. Cruz gets his lead at first with nobody out. And he hits a ground ball right side. Oh, great stop. Nicely done for the out.
Nice diving stop right there. Gets the out. Great reactions. Excellent job of finishing the play with a nice, easy throw.
Up next for the Pirates, Jake Mangum. Mangum checks his swing, appeal to third, and he held back according to Ricky Holiday. One out and a runner at second, bottom half of inning number 2.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Swing and a ground ball. Now he launches a throw over his head. Oh, the throw is over his head.
That's a case where he just pushed the throw a little bit, didn't stay on top of it, didn't find the release point, and it gave him no chance at first base to come down with it. I know he won't be happy with himself on that one.
Number 21, ready to go again. 2 runners in scoring position. Time to dig deep, Singing.
Yeah, one pitch from swinging momentum back. A strikeout or ground ball would go a long way right here, Dave.
See you later. His 7th home run of the season. And they're chipping away. It's 5-3.
Sitting first pitch fastball, and that's what he delivered. He guessed right, squared it up, and he made it look way too easy. No, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
Ryan Reeves, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
Ball, that's in.
Reynolds with some impressive production lately. The 1-1 is fouled off. Already 3 runs across in the frame here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. The 1-2. High fly ball down the left field line. Going back. Long run. Nice grab. 2 down. Jared Triolo, the next Pirate to hit. 2 for 8 in the series so far.
No, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. He talked about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Two down, nobody on. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Nope. That's ball 2.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. We played 2 full. It's the Cardinals 5. Back here in Pittsburgh, and now the Pirates leadoff man, Spencer Horwitz. ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And here is Ryan O'Hearn. The 0-1. And a foul ball. His home run numbers stand out, Chris. Nobody has hit more in his team. Horowitz gets his lead at first. Nobody out.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Ball 2.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But
Burleson, they get one, the tag, and they get him at second. That's a double play.
Up next for the Pirates, the catcher,
Base is empty after the double play. Now it's Jansen to hit. That one finds the zone. Strike one. On the ground right side, and that one finds its way through. And that keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the
O'Neal Cruz getting ready to hit. 1-for-1 with a single and a run scored so far. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
he finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the
Ball
other way
inside.
if you can.
Swings and misses, struck him out. 3 innings complete. It's the Cardinals 5 and the Pirates 3. You're watching St. Louis. Back here at PNC Park. To the plate now for Pittsburgh is the DH, Josh Young. That one ripped but foul.
You know, these Pirates doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game. He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boog. Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Mangum batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1. This one popped up.
You got it. You got both.
And there's one down. One out man at first. Here's the 3rd baseman, Edmundo Sosa. That's in there. Strike 1. And a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Ball, that's out.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Brian Reynolds here. Popped out to left his first time.
Well, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Young, the runner at first with 2 gone. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. So 1 left for Pittsburgh. They're still down 5-3. Back now to start the bottom. 5th and taking over on the mound, Chris Roycroft.
Coming on to face a righty here.
Number 21 with some decent work and a shorter start.
He'll want to do better in his next outing, but there's some positive takeaways here. They did get the win after all. And still, I think he'll have a lot to look at when he reviews the tape.
Don't jump up to this non-stop turn and twist. Out of his mercy. What's on the gentleman's plan? Here, put your man to me all walk like a champion, talk like a champion. What a piece of money, girl, tell me where you get it from. Knock on your entrance, ram pa pa pam pam. Can't let me in, me have the thing where you are waiting. Walk like a champion, talk like a champion. What a piece of money, girl, how will you get it from? Knock on your entrance, ram pa pa pam pam.